So in this video, I'll present Agile development as an alternative to the waterfall model. And again, because this isn't a software development course, I'm doing some pretty significant simplification here. I'll talk about the Agile process. Really, Agile is a philosophy, and there are multiple implementations of the idea. But the one word summary of agile processes is iteration. With the waterfall model, you start, you go through the process, you're done. Agile is based on the idea that it's better to get something out early, even if that something is flawed. So if you just put the steps of agile development on the whiteboard, it really looks a lot like waterfall. You start with a plan, you figure out what you need, you design something, you build something, and then you can test and deploy it. But when you're using the waterfall model, this is the entire process. The idea of agile development is that we're starting small. We know that we're not going to have all the features that we want. We know that we're not going to end up with a perfect piece of software. So we go through this process, we get something that our customers can look at. Maybe not a great thing, but we get something. And we show it to our customers, we get their feedback, testing, as you see, and then we do it again. We look at what we've deployed, we look at the customer feedback, we look at the things we know or already knew needed more work. And we pick our customers say, well, this is mostly good, but the AI is too complicated. You can't look at the menus and figure out how to do stuff easily. So we say, all right, the next iteration of this is going to be to fix the UI. And we create a plan, we design a new UI, we build, we test, we send it out again. So that's the basis of agile design. And agile design has clear benefits compared to the waterfall design. And I mean, the example I gave sort of gives it in a nutshell. It allows us to respond easily and promptly to customer feedback. If you're using waterfall design and your customer gets the software and they say, this UI is unusable, we need you to fix that. Well, again, you can't swim up the waterfall. What the waterfall model is really ill-suited for that. Um, Agile design does have cons. I mean, it's for long-term complicated projects, it probably is more suitable than waterfall. Um, as an example of a con, it's sort of modular, right? So it doesn't work well with very complicated dependencies. Like if we design one system here and we design another system here and we design a third system and we design a fourth system, but all of those systems need to interact with one another. Agile doesn't really work well for that because, I mean, the point is to have a working prototype. So this working prototype cannot depend on systems that we will not develop until the next step. So it's not, the answer. It's not the perfect model. It just has advantages over the waterfall model. And it has disadvantages too. The waterfall model doesn't struggle with these dependencies because you're creating everything at the same time. All right, and this is the briefest introduction. As I say, this is more a philosophy than a specific model, but I think that's an appropriate level of detail for this class, and in particular for this minor, for a data analytics minor. We'll put some resources on Canvas. You can do a little reading if you're interested.